to this week's Zombie Fight Club broadcast with your host, Eddie Rotten.
They want the major population centers wiped out so that the few that are left will be more easily controllable. 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 Controllable.
Hey. Thank you, everybody, for coming back to another fabulous, awesome episode of Zombie Life TV. I don't even know what episode this is. Is this like 8 or 7 or 6?
8 sounds good.
Something like that. So welcome everybody back in the United States and across the globe. We have a very special guest with us tonight. His name is Josh Milliken, and he's with Crypt TV, and we want to promote him as much as we possibly can because Austin is deprived of Crypt TV and the Crypt family and everything. I want to welcome our very own Danny Wynn.
Hey!
She's with us today, and she's going to be on the show periodically here and there. She's going to be working the board whenever we go to season 2 in the bigger studio. And of course, we have the ever so beautiful. Why don't you go ahead and tell everybody?
He's very handsome.
Tell everybody what your story is and why you're here, because I want to promote Texas Terror as much as possible.
I'm PJ. I am the person that put together something called the Texas Terror Challenge. It's a 39-hour horror camp out. We're going to be running down in San Antonio this year, the weekend of Halloween, 28th through the 30th of October. I'm here because he asked me to be here.
Yeah,
so. and I kept showing up. So
yeah, very
like a
studious.
Don't feed strays, everyone.
And wonderful that he's here, and thank you again, Danny, for coming in to do the TV show with us.
Oh, yeah, man.
I have
My
a lot
pleasure.
of fun doing this, and I want everybody to have as much fun as I have doing it, to come in and watch with us every single week. Right now, we're going to go ahead and welcome Josh Milliken on the show. Josh, are you there?
What's up, Josh?
Hey!
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, my.
Oh, sorry. I was distracted. I've been playing with this thing all day. Dangerous. I'm just gonna put this aside.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going?
Howdy, Josh.
Hey!
Man, thank you so much for coming on Zombie Life TV, dude. Big honor on our side. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into the world of horror.
Well, shit. Sorry. I'm already kicking it off terribly. You guys have such
You're
a
about par with
laid-back
him.
atmosphere. I love it. Well, I have to say I got into horror in 1986. That was the year that Aliens and The Fly both were released.
Yeah.
And I was a little boy, barely 12 years old, and that was it. I was a horror guy, reading Fangoria back before there really was a horror community like there is now, where, all of us oddballs find out there are hundreds of thousands of us, So it's a great time to be a horror fan, and it's a great time to work for TV, Crypt TV, which is basically your number one source for digital content on the internet, horror content, original content, short films, usually under 5 minutes, something that you can absorb quickly, take in a few movies, get some good thrills, and then get back to your day,
Very cool, man. While people are watching us across America, how can people are going to split their screen right now and do they go to crypttv.com, or how can people see some of the videos that you have on Crypt TV right now?
Yeah, crypttv.com will send you everywhere you need to go. That's where you'll find links to our Facebook page, which is where we house all of our videos. We've got a library of several dozen, and we're constantly adding new material. You also want to follow us on Twitter, so we can blast you out little announcements on conventions or film festivals we might be making appearances at, little pick-me-ups throughout the day, little horror-related memes or whatnot. Just, fun time with a bunch of like-minded weirdos out there who love horror and paranormal and conspiracy theories and aliens and all that good stuff.
Nailed it.
There you
Okay,
go.
inside my twisted mind, and forgive me if I get a little bit wild, I imagine you walking through like a supermarket or something like that, and then somebody in a dark suit walks up and says, "Hey, you're going to work for Crypt TV now." Is that kind of how it went down?
That's exactly how it happened, man. How did you know?
Yeah, well, I have my own,
It's
I have my own
exactly what
fantasies.
happened.
I have my own fantasies. For us,
That's their
we-
recruitment measures.
We kind of just fell into it, right? The horror family, the horror genre is so welcoming, and it's an honor to be part of it. And I would love to bring Crypt TV into the Austin, Texas area as a much bigger, more dominant
we have a lot of members of like the Crypt. Like there's a small army already down here.
Yeah, yeah. What I want to do is make it as big as possible. If I could just get a banner and fly it across the sky behind an airplane.
Absolutely. Speaking of banner, I actually have one for you guys. It's not our new logo here, but it's one of our classic logo, the square logo.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
man.
going to be sending it out to you guys, along with Danny's going to recognize this.
What?
Remember this? You left this.
Oh yeah. Yes, Red's gonna be
Danny
very
and I were
happy.
kicking it at Comic Palooza in Houston a couple of weekends back, and having just the time of our lives, and must have gotten a little forgetful because she left one of her souvenirs there at the Crypt table. So I'm gonna mail this back to you along with the Crypt banner for you guys to throw up there in the studio.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you very much for grabbing
We
that,
will
bro.
hang it high, man. And I heard that you guys had quite the party together while you were there, and I just
We totally did. I don't know what it was because Crypt TV it's all about weird is good. And you see me, I'm covered with tattoos like a lot of you guys are, but I definitely kind of stood out when I was in Houston. I'm a California boy, but everyone
You'd
in
be right
Crypt,
at home
and you guys from Austin, you're all kind of freaky too. So it was great. We had like a little contingency that was not only Crypt TV, it was just freaky people, and we had known each other online through Facebook, and meeting face to face was just incredible. And yeah, Danny and Red Rum and we just had a party time, man. It was a thing.
Well, basically everybody on Zombie Life TV, Zombie Life Podcast crew is well known for going to different cons and turning it upside down with a party.
I'm always behaved. No, don't include me on that. I'm always behaved.
The last guy that I took to, we did a con in Dallas one time, and he ended up taking all his clothes off and running through the parking lot, screaming Zombie Life Podcast, Zombie Life TV for life, and it was
nice. You guys want me to be flashing for Crypt TV? Is that what you're saying?
Well,
could,
you and Red are gonna be tied probably.
I would totally. Actually,
Speaking of though, I do have something here. Put the camera on me. Let me show you guys this.
Okay.
You ready?
Oh, look at that! What?
Oh my God, dude, that's dedication.
What?
Well, nice save, Danny.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so
Nice
much.
save.
Do I win
It's,
anything?
Yeah, actually,
It's something I got a while ago, actually, when I first started working for Crypt TV. We're doing a little spin-off series called Permanent, which is about people getting tattoos and talking about their tattoos. And we actually got the whole thing of me getting this on camera.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to put it together in something cool with time-elapse. You'll get to see the entire thing being made in like 3 minutes.
Wow.
Should be pretty cool.
How long was your session to get that done?
What was my what now?
How long was your session to get that tatted?
It felt like about 15 hours, but I think in actuality it was about 90 minutes.
Oh, that's what no smoke break
man.
does to you. It
Yeah,
feels like
yeah.
hours.
So are you gonna?
I have tattoos all over, so I think like, oh, I know how this feels, and then they start doing it on your belly, on your core, around your belly button, and all of a sudden it's like a whole new level of pain, that you never knew existed.
Level. Actually, Joshua, I got something that I wanted to show you. Dennis, you would appreciate this. Now, this is big.
Yes,
This is big.
Chewbacca host.
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
totally
scene right
taking that
now.
home.
And what I'm thinking is if the Chewbacca lady can make it big from laughing and put it on her face, put it on YouTube, there's no reason why this episode right here can't go global in about 5
Oh
minutes.
yeah, I totally think it can.
Tell us a little bit about your childhood, man. I want you to go way back and reach deep into your nightmares and tell us about what brought you in. I know that you said that you started very young. Tell me about some of your first movies and some of the first things that you did that were involved with horror.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that kind of like shaped me early on, and you'll dig this. When we were in Houston, actually, Red Rum, you guys all know him, he was asking everyone to tell ghost stories. And I've got a ghost story that kind of, fits, except that it's not really a ghost story. It's an alien story.
Oh.
And the truth of the matter is, when I was about 8 or 9 years old, I saw a spaceship, clear as day. I saw a flying saucer. and I'll never forget it. And it was exactly what it was. So, I'm not big into the UFO community or anything, but like I've seen a flying saucer. I know that they exist, that it is something, alien or interdimensional or government. I don't know. But there are crazy things in the sky because I saw one of them. So, seeing that, and then, like I said, the 80s was just a golden age for horror movies. You had Tom Holland making some of his most amazing works with Child's Play and Fright Night. And, I was an only child. I was never big into sports. So for me, just having a retreat like horror movies was a great thing,
Yeah, did you ever get down with USA Up All Night with Gilbert Gottfried and
That brings back some nice.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Love that shit. Oh, stuff. Love that stuff.
Some of the first horror films that I saw were on USA Up All Night, and then I would listen to
Billy Bob too.
Yeah, Billy Bob, and then I would listen to
Or
Joe
Bob Briggs. Right?
Joe Bob Briggs.
I think that's his name, right? Yeah, he was. He always had like the midnight, random cult classics. Yeah.
And then I straight up started watching all Elvira stuff, and then I started watching Tales from the Crypt, and I just loved how it was a TV show, and somebody could go and watch what they wanted to watch, and there was no frills. It was just awesome horror. And then I'd watch. I'd listen to Coast to Coast with George Norrie, and listen to all the alien stories that people had, and the demon stories and stuff. And it makes me wonder how many people are in this genre as a whole, because every time I go to a con, there's more people than I would have ever possibly imagined, and everybody is family.
And they exponentially
like
grow every year too.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. What do you have going on in your world right now? What are you into? Are you writing, blogging, drawing? What are you doing?
Well, yeah, I blog. Right now I'm writing primarily for Horror Freak News, horrorfreaknews.com, which I recommend you all check out. And I'm also writing for pophorror.com, which I'd love it if you guys could check out them as well. And I have occasional stories on blumhouse.com, which I'm really proud of because they run a great website there, and it's also a chance for me to appear with some of my favorite bloggers.
It's a huge honor to write for them.
And besides that, I'm working with Crypt TV on increasing our presence, on increasing the brand, and keeping the Crypt family strong and engaged.
Yeah, it's very impressive. Whenever I signed up with Crypt, it was just on Facebook, very simple. They sent me a t-shirt, they sent me some stickers, and they said just make it as big as you want to. And so we're going to try to do that and just share it with the world. And I just wanted to thank you guys for what you're doing.
Well, thank you. I mean, it's because of you guys that we were really able to take it to the next level, and Crypt TV is growing. It's growing exponentially. We're closing in on 3 million followers on Facebook. So, it's an incredible time to be part of Crypt TV and to be unveiling ourselves to all these wonderful communities.
Well, one of the things I like about it is it gives the people that don't have the millions of dollars of budgets to make good horror movies and share it with the people that have similar tastes.
And share it with the other poor horror fans that can't pay for it.
I love the big budgets, but I like some of the creativity too. Seeing some of that stuff that's out there.
I root for the underdog all the time.
Yeah, definitely.
Short horror films, I think, are going to become even more important in horror and in all of cinema as we move forward. Now that the technology is there, someone can, instead of investing the time and resources into trying to do a feature film, they can make a really good short film. And if it's good enough, that can serve as proof of concept for a feature film. And that can really get you noticed. Right now, with Crypt TV and the immediacy of the internet, you can check things out quickly. You can check out a lot of things. And I honestly believe that the next big trends in horror are going to emerge on places like Crypt TV before they ever hit the big screens, the blockbuster films. You're going to see it all here first.
It'd be like AAA.
I can tell you what I would like to see from Crypt TV in the future. What I do see for Crypt TV in the future is PlayStation and Xbox have accepted a couple different
platforms,
platforms to come on to what they do. And I'd like to see a Crypt TV channel on PlayStation or Xbox that has all the short films that you guys have. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that there are plans to do an app. That's just something that we haven't gotten around to launching yet. We definitely want to find other ways that we can get our stuff out there to people.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. I ask all the different guests that come on the show a little bit about their personal life, their family life. After you kind of accepted this lifestyle, how do your friends and your family take to what you're doing?
My family's always been supportive, of everything I do. I've always been a loner and a creative, cerebral type of guy. So I've always kind of done my own thing. And as long as I'm happy, my family's happy for me. And right now I've got a couple of dogs who just bring me tons of joy. And I really enjoy blogging, writing every day, watching movies as part of my work. It's a really chill life, and I'm really content right now.
Living the dream.
Living the dream. We're so very proud of you, man. What kind of props and stuff have you picked up along the way in the world of horror?
Oh, like memorabilia?
Well,
yeah. Not too much, actually, because it's another rabbit hole entirely when you get into collections and picking up memorabilia and props and things like that. So, occasionally I'll invest in a celebrity autograph. But, I haven't picked up too much along the way. Just trying to keep it real.
Right. Where do you guys want to branch out to? What is your goal ultimately? Do you want to be a global entity to where you are dominant in Russia or something like? How do you see Crypt TV growing?
I mean, like we have family members in Japan and Italy. Yeah.
The sky's the limit. There are a lot of things in the works that we'll be unveiling in the next few weeks and months. I think people will be surprised. The great thing about the internet is that we can connect with enthusiasts all across the world, and we can have a great following in Russia or Estonia or, Kuwait. And, it doesn't matter where you are because Crypt TV is here for you, and, everyone here is into the same stuff.
Definitely.
Can I ask one?
Go ahead.
So, Josh, I was really excited when they unveiled the whole festival run for Wizard World, the Comic-Cons, and I see that you guys are going to be here in Austin in October, so hopefully we'll meet up again. How many conventions is the film festival hitting?
It's hitting every single Wizard World, so I think there are probably half a dozen more between now and the end of November. So we'll be doing quite a few. You should definitely check out wizardworld.com, get a complete schedule there. And you're right, Danny, thanks for bringing that up. One of the things we're doing is showing blocks of Crypt TV content, some of which isn't even on crypttv.com yet. So giving people a chance to see some of our newest stuff, our latest and greatest, and give you a chance to meet with other people who are into Crypt TV, have a little gathering.
I think it's awesome, though, too, for the filmmakers. It's probably an unprecedented feeling to see your creation up on the big screen. You guys are obviously offering that, too, to creators. Crypt TV has done so much for, I guess, people like us that really we're horror geeks. Some of us want to take it a little further and try to be creators, try to be successful, gainfully employed, whatever, within the industry. And, Crypt TV obviously has allowed a platform, a very visible, socially aware platform too, that really embraces everything that the horror community stands for.
Yeah, fully.
Well, Crypt TV wouldn't exist without you guys. You guys are the heart and soul of Crypt TV. It's people like you who are excited about it, who are daring, who are bold, who are coming up with the innovations and the stuff that goes toe to toe with anything produced in a fancy studio in Hollywood.
Is there going to be more collaborations with Movie Pilot in the future? Because they just recently had, the scariest sentence that Eli was going to, pick or whatever. Is there going to be more of that in the future, possibly?
You're talking about the contest we had with Movie Pilot,
yes,
where, it's a one-sentence contest, and it's going to be produced by Crypt TV. It was actually a misquote. The publication that said Eli Roth was going to produce it or personally direct it, it was misunderstood. You know, Eli Roth is the co-founder of Crypt TV, and Crypt TV is going to produce it, but it's not going to be specifically an Eli Roth production. But yeah, we're going to definitely be doing more contests like that as time goes on. We did the 15-second scare contest with Snapchat, you know, and we'll definitely be doing other things to encourage creative output among people who like this.
Yeah, definitely. That's going to be so awesome, man. And I mean, in the future, one day, like we already had Jack Davis on the podcast. I'd love to have him come on the TV show, and Eli Roth, whoever has time. But I wanted to get into your. We have something called the hot seat segment of the show, and this is my personal favorite part because we asked questions about you, and you already answered some of it a little bit about aliens. But hot seat is fan-based questions. We want to know what you truly believe.
All right.
in.
All right, he's like, all right,
And,
challenging.
You know, I'll let you
I'm ready.
hop off. Do you want to
Lay
start
it on
off with
me.
a hot seat question?
Well, actually, I will build onto the alien question. So, alien abductions, and are they associated with the government?
Alien abductions, you're talking about people who have lost time, experience, and maybe find artificial objects in their bodies. I think there's definitely something going on there, and the government is probably involved. It's kind of funny that even your question shows that it's almost like one and the same at this point, because you said alien abductions, is the government involved, all in the same sentence. So,
Touche.
I mean, yeah, it's probably both.
I can't say that wasn't crafted that.
Very
You crafty
meticulously
bastard.
choreographed question there. My favorite question is, do you believe in Bigfoot? As a child, do you think that you ever
What's your
wanted?
obsession with
I
Bigfoot?
don't know what it is, man. And Chewbacca too.
Let me-
I got this thing.
Let me tell you, I'm from California, and I did some camping in Northern California and in Southern Oregon, and let me tell you, I 100% believe in Bigfoot. 100%, absolutely, no doubt. Bigfoot. I'm a big Bigfoot guy.
Do you think he's a good Bigfoot or a bad Bigfoot?
I think it depends on its mood and the situations on which you encounter him.
Yeah, walking up, somebody burning down a tree that you just got finished peeing on.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys just
Too,
cross paths, I think he'll kind of like
That
live
was
and
his
let
arm
live.
walk.
But if you're barreling down on him with a gun or something, he's going to pick up a branch and hit you.
Take that bastard out. As far as zombies are concerned, because this is Zombie Life TV, I'm a big fan. But inside, I'm kind of afraid of what would possibly happen. Do you ever think about and stir on it? Do you think that zombies will be on the table before you die? Do you think that zombies are going to start killing people before you die?
Yeah, and
I
I
hope
think
so.
that it's because what we're seeing now in cinema, the zombie, are manifestations of some very real fears, and I think whether it's through disease or some sort of biological accident or some sort of freak occurrence in nature, I think we all fear the day that the government will no longer be able to protect us and will be completely cut off from everything that we once held dear. And I think we see a lot of people, plugged into their cell phones and just living a completely consumer-based cultural life. And I think those are the people who are going to go first in a sort of zombie apocalypse scenario. But then again, I see those people as kind of like the future zombies of the apocalypse, so.
Yeah. Maybe
Yes,
we are
yes, I guess.
Maybe
yeah.
we are the zombies of the apocalypse. Maybe we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, but we are the zombies of the apocalypse.
I think
me.
we may be.
Not you.
That was some deep.
Not me.
That was some deep.
That's some deep stuff over there. We've got about 3 minutes left. I want you to cover again where people can find you and where people can become Crypt TV members.
Are we really only 3 minutes left? Has it gone that quickly?
I know.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's a good time.
Alien abduction,
man,
man.
that flew by. I thought that
know.
was like maybe 15, 20 minutes. I thought we were just warming up. CryptTV.com will take you everywhere you want to go, to our Facebook page, which is really where a lot of the action happens. check it out. If you enjoy horror movies, you're definitely gonna like it. If you like this podcast or whatever you call it, you're definitely gonna like it because you know
Clubhouse.
we're hand in hand, and it's been great seeing everyone. And
Yes.
what's going on here? Oh my God! I should have been
I don't
playing
have
with that thing
any
earlier.
I just have this badass thing from Hellraiser.
That's so awesome.
This guy's like telling me like you know, I shouldn't have been playing with that box, or I don't know what he's talking
Yeah, I
about.
know. That's some really cool stuff, man. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much, Josh.
for
Nice
coming
to
on the
meet
show,
you.
man. I cannot wait.
Hey, it was great to meet all of you.
Oh, yeah.
Man, yeah.
Yeah, I hope to see you in
Very cool.
October, Josh. Are you coming down to Austin in October?
You know, I'd love to come to Austin someday. You know, everyone I've met from down there has just I've instantly clicked with. So yeah, I think I'll be down
And
there.
you'd be
sooner
down here
than
during
later.
Halloween time. Yeah, I think this is the prime time for you to come visit, bro.
Yeah.
Right on.
I know a really cool place he should go.
Yes.
Yeah, October. If you can make it down, we're gonna be doing. Go ahead, do your spill.
So we're going to be doing an event called the Texas Terror Challenge. It's a 39-hour haunted camp out. We're basically going to take a bunch of players, put them out in the woods, and chase them around for a
off your
weekend
book
with a
too,
bunch
right?
of zombies.
Yeah, it's based
And
off my book.
it's based on the books written by Eddie's Frequency.
So yeah, if you find yourself coming down here, we'd love to make Crypt TV part of it, make you part of it, and just join the family, man. So thank you so much, Joshua Milliken, for coming on Zombie Life TV, dude. Love you, brother.
Thanks, man.
Oh, hey, thanks, guys. me and my buddy have kind of like come to terms here. So,
Yeah, don't bring him
you
down
know.
here because I will kidnap
Yeah,
him.
that is awesome.
He will never leave.
No, he
Yeah.
won't.
Thank you, Joshua. We will speak to you soon, brother.
Thanks, man.
All right. Thank you.
Yes.
That's about all we have time for this week. I wish that we had more time, like Joshua said, but pretty soon we're going to be in the big studio. We're going to have an hour-long show. It's going to start at 10 o'clock. So
And I will be not as uncomfortable, and because I'll be in the booth.
yeah, you'll be in the booth running
Yeah.
the board, and it's going to be awesome. Red Run's going to come back next week. He was a little bit. He called me from Buda, which is a little bit south, and he was just going to be too late. Didn't want to rush anything.
I took
So,
one for the team, guys.
Yeah, I took one for the team. Thank you guys for coming back for another episode of Zombie Life TV. Until next time.
Kill them all!
Kill them all.
Hooty hoop.
You did awesome. Your questions were so awesome.